Hey,
Hey,
River
River
family. We're so glad you're here.
Hey, River family. We're so happy to see you today. It's obviously Pastor Jane and myself. We're going to be talking about hopefully everyday things that affect us in everyday life, and how to process different things throughout this week that affect how we view the world and how we interact with everyone around us.
So we're going to start with what it really means to be a powerful person. And honestly, we can't talk about this enough. Because even this last week, I had someone come in and ask me, how do you change your have-tos to get-tos? So let's talk about what the definition of being powerful means, and then how we walk it out. So what do you think it means to be powerful?
I think to be powerful, it means to recognize that I have the power to choose always.
Yeah.
And that's what powerful, like you have the ability to choose no
Yes.
matter what. And then taking full responsibility for that is being powerful.
Yes, that we take responsibility for the choices that we make.
And it's not
Yes.
giving away my choices because of any outside influence or
Right.
internal influence
Right.
that causes me to give away my power.
That's good. And so regardless of whether you're dealing with this with yourself or in relationship with other people, knowing how to be powerful can change how you feel about yourself, right? How you receive from God,
Right.
how you navigate through life. So just as a great example of when I was young and had all my kids in the house and I was cleaning the house, I often had that I have to do this, I have to do this. And the Lord really challenged me before I ever heard anybody teach on it. And he started talking to me about how I get to do things and I can make a different choice and look at the life that I chose. I mean, when I was single, I prayed for a husband. When I had a husband, I prayed for children. When I had children, I prayed for a house. And then all these things became burdens,
Right.
right?
So the enemy wants to steal from. That's all he can
Yes.
do. Right?
Yes.
Steal. God has life in its fullest. Being powerful is living full life.
Yes.
It means every area of life is the opportunity to be life-giving and act of worship, no matter what you're doing.
Yes.
And then when you choose to give away your power, it's not that.
Right. Right.
And so, like you said, it could be the very things you asked for end up becoming something you're bitter towards, something
Yes.
I'm like, wow, I hate doing this. I never want to, I want to go back to renting.
What
want
was
to go
I
back.
thinking? Yes. I don't want to take care
Oh,
of
wasn't
this.
it great when I was, we didn't have kids and we could go to bed when we wanted and we could
Yes.
travel where we wanted. We could, oh, look at all this money. Like there's so many ways that
Yes.
the enemy tries to steal from
Yes.
the things that are actually life-giving, have potential to be life-giving.
That's so
and then
good.
they end up being draining instead.
Yeah.
And being powerful means I don't allow anything to be stolen from me. And the way it's stolen is by
That's good.
believing a lie
Yes.
or listening to fear or shame.
Yes.
Those are the three
Wow.
big areas or ways that we are influenced in such a way that we choose to give away our
Yes,
power.
absolutely. So a lie would be in that situation. Let's just carry this one situation, because most of us, whether you're male or female, have something to take care of that you chose to acquire
Yeah.
or believed would make you happy. And now you have it and you wonder, oh no, I'm now responsible to
Right.
take care of this thing. So
I
then
have to.
the lie comes and says, it's too much, it's overwhelming, you wish you didn't have it. I love what you said, that the enemy comes and steals it.
Right.
That's how he steals from us. I think
Taking our power.
yes, we often think it's just the sickness that he puts on us, but it's actually the daily stuff where he's
Right.
robbing us of joy.
You wanted a car, you get a car.
Yes,
And then the enemy convinces you if you had a better car, you wouldn't have whatever. You wouldn't have to spend so much
Yes.
on gas, or you have to fix it, or whatever happens to it that makes it not fun, or oh, it's terrible in the snow, or
Yes.
whatever it is that makes you not like it anymore. And then from that point on, your car now is stolen from you. Now it's just something that you don't like. Every day you
So
get in it,
good.
you're like, I wish I had a better one.
yes,
You get a puppy, right? I wanted a dog your whole life. Oh, puppy is chewing on everything, destroying everything, pooping everywhere, right? The enemy can use that to steal it from you so that it's not actually a source of joy or life anymore, and then it
Wow.
becomes a bitterness.
So I think all week we should do this. And today, just focusing on identifying it. If you're watching today and you're like, wow, I didn't even realize that I was losing my power.
Right.
but I'm whining all the time and didn't know it, right?
Anything you're saying, I
Yeah.
have to, you've
Yes.
given up power. I have to go
Yes.
to work. I have to pay my bills. I have,
Yes.
like, oh, I can't do that because I have to do this, right? That
Yes.
language is powerless. That means you've given
good.
away power. You've given away your ability to choose, even though you're still choosing it,
Yes,
right? And that's the twisted part. Is like you actually choose your job. You choose to work. You don't have to. And you're like, well, actually, I do have to, or I'll be homeless. It's like, well, actually, that's a choice.
yes.
Like, that is still a choice. Even if it doesn't seem like a good one or a real choice,
People make it every day.
it is a real choice. And so you still can be powerful even if your choices are limited.
Yes,
Even if you missed one day of work, you'd be fired and you'd be homeless, like you still have a choice.
yes.
And you get to choose what you're going to do with your time,
So
with
good.
your energy.
Amen. So think about those things, and we'll talk more about what to do with it once we realize it.